Hey everyone, it's me again, Anya, and today is the first day in what is about to be a very hot week in Hamburg and all of Germany actually. Like you can see it is 28 degrees right now and it's going to be sunny the whole week. This is very unusual for the end of May and it's nice, I guess. If you've watched my video about the four seasons where I rank them, I think it's one of my very first videos. You will know that I'm not particularly fond of summer. In fact, it is my least favorite season, but I still have to admit that it's nice to see a little bit of sun and get a little bit of warmth after such a long and rainy winter. Everyone's outside, everyone's having fun, and it's really pretty. But more importantly, more of my friends are willing to hang out and spend time with me outside, outdoors. I mean, when the temperature is nice like this, and that is exactly what happened last weekend. I hung out with a friend, and we went to this beautiful cafe by the Alster Lake in Hamburg. Actually, I took a picture of the view from it. It's insane. Look at that. Again, I love my city, and it's nice to go to places that I had never been before. This is a part of the city that I only went by like in passing, but I never really stopped to walk around. Really beautiful. And on the way to a mall, we stopped by a comic shop that, of course, also sold manga. And now, as you know, one of my favorite manga, actually my favorite manga ever, Chainsaw Man, it ended maybe a couple months ago, 3 months ago, I'm not sure. February, I think. And I've been collecting it here. But not only is the manga done serializing, so in a few months I'm gonna have all of the books, but there are not gonna be any more releases, so I need to find another manga to collect. So I was asking myself that while I was at the manga store, and eventually this one series caught my eye because it. I know that it's quite difficult to find, at least here in Germany, but they had like several volumes of it, and the first one is volume two. But I don't mind. I can always go back and get one when they have it, and that series is Nana. There it is. And I love Nana. Little known fact about me, I love Nana. I've watched the entire show, but I have not read the manga, and I know that it's really good. And I love the art style of the manga, and it's so pretty. And I'm really excited to now give this a read. Like, yeah, I know what happens, but up until a certain point, I don't think the show covers the whole manga. So I'm really excited to find out what happens afterwards, and of course read back through the story that I already know and I know that I like. I think that's something special about the way I buy manga. Like, I would only really buy manga that I already have read and know that I like and might read multiple times. Like, I have the Chainsaw Man manga that I've read through in its entirety maybe like 5 times. I have the Evangelion manga that I also adore. I adore the manga, I adore the show, and I have read this series multiple times. So if I'm gonna buy a physical book, I want to be able to read it multiple times, not just kind of gamble with whether I'm gonna like the story or not. I need to know that I like it. I know that I really like Nana, so I'm gonna start collecting it, and I will keep you updated because again, these volumes are not very easy to find in Germany. So I hope I can continue collecting them, and I'm super excited. So far, it's so pretty. I mean, like, the book is such high quality too. And hold on, uh, like, look at this. Look at how pretty everyone is. It's just drawn so beautifully, and I'm so happy. And again, yes, it is in German, but I don't care. I like German. I when I practice my language skills too. So yeah, big news number one. Um, Something else that I've also started doing in the recent days, now that it's much nicer weather outside, is I've been going biking. The city of Hamburg and actually other big cities in Germany, they have this like city bikes that you can just kind of download an app on your phone, pay like I think €5 a year, and with those €5 you get to rent the bikes as many times as you want, and you get like 30 minutes of free ride. Now 30 minutes is a lot. You can cover quite some distance. Now I'm not like a professional, what's the word, like cyclist. I'm a very casual bicycle enjoyer, but still, it's nice to go outside and ride my bike. It is something that I used to do last autumn before it got really cold and rainy. So it's nice that I can do that again now that I live in Hamburg, because it's just another way to explore the city. I've got the chance to like just cycle past some of really impressive buildings, old and new, the many rivers and canals that this city has, and it's just a really nice way to explore the city. And of course, I'm exercising, which is really good because I don't think that I exercise enough. And I used to in high school. Um, I used to do track and field, but I wasn't. Um, I didn't really feel like continuing that in college. In fact, in college, I barely exercised at all, which I kind of do regret, but not really. But now I think it's a good time to get back into exercise, and I really want to do that. Um, yeah. So I was wondering too why, ever since I started doing this bicycle thing again, I've just felt very comfortable with myself. Like, I'm happy going out, I'm happy exercising, and once I come back home, I am just so surprised with the amount of time that I still have in my day. Hold on. Like, I used to think that I didn't really have a lot of time, like after work or on the weekend. Um, So I would be like, yeah, I mean, if I go out and bike for half an hour, I'm gonna come back and the day is already gonna be over, especially after work. But not really. Like I go out biking for like maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and it is so surprising that I still have so much day going got left, and I feel so exercised. Again, I'm tired, but not because I'm sleepy, but because my body feels worked out, and I feel really happy and comfortable with myself, and I even feel like I sleep better in a really weird way. And I was talking about this with my therapist. Like, yeah, I mean, I've been feeling pretty good these last weeks. I sleep well. I have a really nice routine. I haven't felt particularly dysphoric these last couple weeks. And I mentioned that I've been biking more, and but I never really pinpointed that as a possible cause as to why I feel so good. But then my therapist pointed out, like, I mean, the fact that you're exercising does help, like that is helpful. And I just kind of realized, like, oh yeah, that's probably true. I don't know the exact science behind it, but obviously, I mean, little known fact, exercise is really good for you. So yeah, I'm happy that I'm doing this now, and I'm gonna continue doing it now that it's so warm. I have the time. Today is Saturday. Tomorrow is Sunday. Monday is like free day, like Feiertag. What do you call that? A holiday. Monday is a holiday in Germany, and yeah, it's also nice to do part of my commute back home by bike, and I think I've found something that I really enjoy. So I'm gonna keep doing it, and that's so nice. As for why I stopped doing exercise in high school and college, um, I realized that, I mean, I was kind of forced by my school to do it competitively, even though I really stopped enjoying that when I was like 15. Because, like, when I was like maybe 12, 13, 14, everyone that was at these competitions, we were all at like the same level. All of us trained maybe like twice a week. We were all the same height and comparable body builds, I guess. So we would all do pretty similarly, and we would all have fun. But then, as we got older, I was maybe like 16, 17 years old, I would notice that I would be still be just a very like casual training person, like not really exercising to do competitions, but I would be going against people that trained like maybe 4, 5, even 6 times a week, um, and like their whole life revolved around the sport. Not that that's a bad thing. Of course, you gotta dedicate your life to whatever you want to. But then the competition's a bit not unfair, but like not exactly motivating to be like to going up against people who take the sport way more seriously than me. It would make me feel like very like imposter syndrome, if that makes sense. And I kind of got tired of it. I always just want to exercise casually. That's my goal. And now that I am a big girl, no one's gonna force me to compete against people, and I will continue doing sports under my own terms, casually, because that's what I want, and that's the way I will enjoy it. Yeah. Anyway, I don't think I have much else to say. I've been doing well. Um, Job is going well. Home is going well, but I need to decorate this room. I think that's gonna be my big goal for the next few months because I am almost done paying my therapy that I need to get the HRT, which is so exciting. I have an appointment with the endocrinologist in the end of June, so I am so excited, and I wanna keep you guys updated if I can find the time. My roommate's gonna be gone from our apartment this whole week, so I think I might have a chance to film more videos. But again, it all depends on work and how busy I am, and also I like to rest. I'm a lazy sometimes, and yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate the support. I appreciate every single one of you that somehow finds it entertaining to listen to me. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. God, that's such a cliche thing to say. Anyway, bye bye.